There we go. Nice and fancy. We had the nice intro
Yeah.
countdown. We're getting better at this.
Well done. Well done.
Good
Did you
job.
play it on your phone? Was that music? Did you
No, the
orchestrate that
StreamYard
when
has
you came
like
in?
these choices that you could pick. So I think that was like elevator music or something.
Beautiful.
Something along those lines. But yeah, without further ado, we are back full fledged with some exciting news. We closed on our 174 unit property in Tulsa. I'm sure, unless you live under a rock, you've seen it somewhere on someone's social media feed and possibly even in the Tulsa news. We made the business portion just under Elon Musk and Twitter and their little saga. So that's very exciting to be under some. First world problem.
Yeah.
Molded.
Spoiler alert: between the two of us, one of us closed the deal. One of us could not close the deal. So
Yeah, exactly.
have to ask Elon
So
about that.
we've got a better hitting percentage than Elon right now in terms of
On
closing.
that day. On that
On
day.
that day, on that particular day. Yeah, he's got us outwitted and outnumbered on several
He's
others.
playing the long game.
Yeah. But yeah, so we just wanted to share some more information with you guys. We're always about educating you guys and leaving open that possibility of partnering with you guys at some capacity. So we've got some really cool stuff on today's live. And without further ado, I'll hand it over to Aaron. Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, well, thanks. Sure. No, I'll throw in my 2 cents worth with some of the highlights. I will be answering some questions on the Facebook group, the MREG Facebook group. So put any questions as they pop up, like most usually do. So we'd be glad to get to those there. Some of the highlights. I'll start with my takeaways, and you guys can jump in and correct me. The whole team thing is huge. You don't know necessarily how many things that you're going to need by the end that resulted from seeds you planted at the beginning of that process, from lender to mortgage broker to some preferred equity that we were able to bring in that we didn't even know much about until we started, and then we realized what incredible teammates that option can be, to partners coming in and out based upon the opportunities. I mean, so much of that. I know we talked early on about the deal just kept getting better, and most of that was because of the team. The team just kept getting better and better, and a lot of stuff I don't think we could have forecasted from the beginning. I've learned in retrospect, a lot of groups like ours who ratchet up and try and do a new level of deal for the first time, there's interesting twists and saga in that journey, and ours was certainly was not short of that. But in so doing, you're kind of navigating through a path in the forest that's not exactly beaten down for you, and so you're having to cut away stuff, and you don't know, turning left or right, and there were some surprises there, but the whole time it was about what was that group, how together was that group going forward, and that's going to be one of the biggest takeaways I take from this. That to get this deal to the end, from seller to broker to us all the way on down, that was imperative, and I don't think would have happened maybe without all of those players on board, just because, as everyone knows, the market has shifted. A number of projections within the industry has shifted, and all of that would have changed that. So, Bien, what about you? What are some of the takeaways you're bringing from here?
Yeah, I think like we're all of us are really, really excited that this deal is closed and that we can start executing our business plan ASAP. I think one of the key takeaway points for me personally is communication, guys. Like, we are very, very blessed to have the opportunity to work with great lenders, sellers, brokers. Even our insurance broker, they even negotiate with the lender on our behalf to reduce the rate as well. So I would say like communication is the key, guys, in closing these big deals. You always have to keep everybody in the loop every single week, every few days. Don't go cricket on them. Don't don't drop off the planet as soon as you sign a PSA. So
That's
we're
true.
very
That's a really good one.
blessed on that. And I mean, it is. I mean, it does take an army to get this thing closed. So But overall, us three here, along with our other main partner coming from Kuwait, all of us will be on location next Tuesday, right? Meeting with the property management company, meeting all the on-site staffs, and we'll be discussing business plan, like the timeline, what we're planning to do, like every month or so. And then also, Toby here is lining up the contractors too, so that we will be running. It'll be a sprint.
Yeah, because the best part about this is now we all get to for a few days be boots on the ground with some of our residents there, and that's the only reason we get into. It's the main reason we get into this is to make all those lives better, and this will give us a chance to get to see that and to hear from them and to even exchange some ideas and about how that gets incorporated into our business plan. Because now we get to do what we said we're going to do, which is make a really good property even better. And that's all about impacting the people that are part of that. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah, that's awesome that you said the whole impact portion. I think oftentimes people get it mixed up and they put the income before the impact, right? We talk so much about net operating income, but I think it really just boils down to impact. You have the impact and the income follows. So it's nice. And like Deanna keeps saying, we're super blessed, but it's nice that we're just always in alignment with that fact that we're just here to really impact our residents. And through that, all the other good stuff happens. So it'll be cool to be out there in person, with some of the residents and tenants. I think we're going to have a barbecue in a couple of weeks as well. So really good way to kick off the community engagement and get some feedback and things like that.
Yep, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, it probably reiterates that communication point from Vienna as well. Communication into the residents that are living with us there at these two properties, because that's one of the biggest breakdowns. I know we've all rented before. We've all had some sort of housing setup like that where communication becomes one of the bigger underlying factors of a quality experience as well, whether it's your landlord or roommates or whoever. So we'll be looking to expand upon that as well. It's a big
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pretty cool. And I mean, and we also have, like we have certain groups that we already set up that will be there to help us along the way. Like we have a dedicated asset management group, a dedicated boots on the ground, group to do marketing and investor relations. So, I mean, those three are, you need to have those pillars, right? And in all these assets too. So we have all those things lined up as well. Yeah. To make this a very successful project.
Yeah,
it's true because time is of the essence. There's no question about that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The bigger the project, the bigger the impact that time has on your business plan. So.
Yeah.
And then just kind of touching on the business plan. I mean, what would you guys say we're most excited about? I know we've kind of gone over our business plan a few times, but we always throw around the whole value add strategy and things like that. So, I mean, as a group, what do you guys think we're most excited about? And, how does that kind of tailor into...
For me, it's not huge, but the storage lockers, I'm really excited to see how those turn out and to make those a part of the value add experience of being able to live in Avery Square, because I think those are going to be really cool. They're going to look great. They're going to be highly useful. Those are going to be a big part. So that's the first part I'm looking to see how that turns out. That in the townhomes across the street.
Definitely.
Those are we know how needed they are. We know how much capabilities they have, and I think they've been underutilized to that extent. So those are going to look really nice when they get going.
And our business plan is we know that these two of these apartments are under the market rent, right? And the beauty of these two properties that we already closed on Friday is that they are sitting at 100% occupancy rate. And typically in multifamily investment, when you want to raise rent when your apartments are stabilized. like when you above 90%, that's when you can come back and start raising rent because you have a better case to argue with the tenants, right? So we are sitting at completely 100% right now too. So that tells you how attractive these two apartments are. Um, and so basically that will help us a lot, right? And then also, we also have other business plans in place as well, like the storage locker rental, right? Yeah, because we know that some of them are using them right now based on our walk down, right, Toby? I mean,
Yeah.
I would say more than 50.
Without paying would be the
Yeah, exactly. Without paying and without lock. So we will
we're going to come in and politely enforce that.
right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And maybe you do like, I don't know, first month free or something like that, just to get that traction, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely. But like Aaron said, there's a big demand for them, so it's a no-brainer. I mean, you've got the gathering place, you've got all these trails and all this outdoor living space nearby, so the residents are going to love the fact that they get to store their bikes and strollers and whatever sort of equipment or anything that they like. So it's great, and it's definitely an added bonus.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. So yeah. Well, so are you guys ready to for our trip next week on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be party time.
Yeah.
Get to see the Averys up close again.
Yeah, it's a big day for us. Our partner is flying in from Kuwait, guys.
Wow.
He's really excited, and will be there with us, going over all these business plans. So
yeah, that'll be a good day. I'm prepping. I got the green juice. Seems like every time I go on these, I call them fiascos. I always end up getting sick, just because they're just so involving. It's a lot of fun, but it's you're outside of your normal element, and you're just like shaking hands and meeting all these awesome people, and it takes a lot of effort to get out and do those things. A lot of fun, but gotta prep.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like 12 minutes. Like I think we have a few minutes left. Do you want to talk about next step or something like that, Aaron?
Yeah, of course. So,
Toby?
I'll let Aaron take it off.
One thing I would say is that we are now entering into our post-close raise portion of our business plan. So, while we've filled up, we have limited spots remaining. We've been asked by a few about getting in terms of having an investment slot in this deal. That does still exist. We've now got a few months that until we wrap up things. So we're actually looking to add a couple more investment partners in that. So I would definitely encourage someone to reach out. There's a few individuals that we're actually talking with today about something like that. So if there's interest in that, we can continue to talk. We can set up a call here. We can set up a Zoom call at any one point. But I think that's probably the biggest thing. And then I would definitely encourage, if you have a lot of interest, you can meet us out there at some point. We'll be able to trek over there and tour properties with you now that we have this under our control. We get to we get to set foot on there and take a good look and make sure everything's being cared for. So anybody who has that interest, we invite you to come on over and see what we're doing there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's something that I get asked. I'm sure you guys get all sorts of messages in your inbox and people just wanting to connect, and people are just looking for opportunity. They're always looking for ways to increase their financial intelligence, increase their financial aptitude, and just have, for the newbies, especially, for those that have already invested in different opportunities, the benefits, the benefits of investing in the right jockeys, the right groups, and hopefully we present ourselves in that manner. I think we do. It's pretty clear that we mean business and that we have a great opportunity to really make some wonderful things happen. So this is just another chance for you to get off the sidelines and have an opportunity to see what else is out there. We're not making any promises of crushing the market or anything like that, but you see where everything's at right now, and you see where real estate's going historically. So I said it on another video. It's kind of like almost a disservice if we don't present people with these opportunities. There's so much chaos out there, and then here's this shining light of hope, this beacon of hope, of opportunity that we have here. And it's like, I'm excited. I want to share this with everybody. I want everybody to know that they've got, you know, such an option, a wonderful option to do some great things with their money and have that impact as well. So there's going to be some cool things. We'll take a ton of pictures, shaking a lot of hands and meeting a lot of awesome residents. And it's just going to be really wonderful to see how this unfolds over the next couple of years. So super excited, honored to be on the team with such great individuals that have such big hearts and are so knowledgeable and so well trained and well versed in you know, taking down these types of opportunities. So if you're on the fence, reach out to us. We're open books. This is a fantastic opportunity to get into our circle. And I mean, we've seen it with some of our other partners. It's like a domino effect. You get into one of these things and then the dominoes just start falling, and it's just more opportunity, you know, and you're introduced to this other person, they've got opportunity, and all of a sudden you're looking at your finances with your CPA or significant other or somebody, and you're like, whoa, we're heading down the right path. We're making some really big moves. So,
you know, and one thing that says a lot to me is what percentage of our investors now were friends with another investor.
Yeah.
Previously. You talk about the domino effect. There's a chain that connects, and there's a reason for that, because our partners want to bring in other partners into our deals because of that very reason. I mean, it's about impact, like you mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah.
Making the impact in the areas that we want to, and if you do it right, it's not rocket science, right?
True. That is true.
We make that our bottom line, is that the impact on partners and investors and residents and the communities that host all of these. That's a big deal.
It's huge. It's a good point. It's a really good point. Yeah, I think you're dying to say something.
No, I'm very inspired. I'm just listening to it. Yeah. I'm good on my end.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have any cool outros. I'm not that advanced yet, so
we have to download a good
box
outro.
or something to
download an inspiring outro next time.
That's awesome. Yeah. But we're excited, and just reach out to one of us here, Toby, Aaron, myself. Let's put our contact in the chat box too, and then then one of us, you know, either one of us will be able to answer any questions that you may have on the investments, our operation plan, everything. So yeah, all of us are very in tune and plugged in with everything on the asset management side, the CapEx budget, all of that. Okay.
Well, cool. Well, another great show. Wishing everybody a great and successful rest of their week. And yeah, feel free to reach out to us, DM us, email us, smoke signals.
If not, we will see everybody in the original oil capital of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Next week.
Yeah.
All right. Take care,
All right.
everybody.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.